Hello. It has been a long day. My skin is greasy. My hair needs a washing. But I got a video to make. So my mistake was over the summer. I got a job at Cinnabon, and I completely let them take advantage of me. And I know that doesn't sound like a mistake, but it did not feel good. It made me miserable all summer. Like, I was, dreading going to work, and, summer jobs are, supposed to be fun, or, not miserable. They would cut my hours without telling me. They would take my few hours that I had. There was one manager who would flirt with me all the time. He was 25. Flirt with me all the time, and he wouldn't, if I didn't flirt back, he would kind of make my day at work harder. Like I remember one time I was kind of ghosting him because I don't want to flirt with a 25-year-old man who works at Cinnabon. And I remember the next day he made me go to the storage room by myself, a thing he'd never made me do before. He made me go to the storage room by myself and pick up things that are super heavy, it's definitely a 2-person job. And I said, I can't reach these things on my own. And he said, he'll figure it out. And I was like, okay. But little things like that, all summer, they would take my tips too. And I would get dolled up for work. I would talk to everyone. I'd be so sweet, so kind. You guys haven't even met customer service Marissa. She is something. But I made so many tips, and they didn't give me any of them because they cut all my hours. They were like, well, you didn't work that much this week. I'm like, okay, but I did bring in $20 worth of tips in the 4 hours you gave me. But other workers, they would take counterfeits. I caught a $100 counterfeit. One person took a $50 counterfeit, and they took it from our tips. They did not treat their workers right, but they especially did not treat me right. And I just laid down and took it. It was messed up. I should have stood up for myself, but I didn't. What is present is a desire to make money. But what was absent was a complete lack of respect for myself. I would skip out on plans with friends to go get mistreated at Cinnabon for a couple hours. And I would just eager to fit in, I guess. They would make jokes at my expense and be like, oh yeah, that's so funny. It's go home and cry. And it's why didn't I stand up for myself? I don't know. But I felt sad. I felt lonely. I felt excluded. Super excluded. They would go to parties without me. I didn't want to go. I'm just they made me feel bad for not wanting to go drink and smoke with them. I don't want to smoke out the Cinnabon crew. I don't know what they want from me. But I realized it was a mistake when, kind of when it ended, I guess. Or mostly when I told my mom. I'd go home. I remember at the beginning, I'd be like, yeah, this guy Steve, he's really flirting with me. She'd be like, he's 25? I'm yeah. She would just say facts back to me with a question mark, and I would understand that it shouldn't be happening. And, I didn't realize they were mistreating me until I talked to my mom about it, and she's like, they should be treating you better. I'm like, yeah, they should! But she was really the only person I talked to about it. Okay, the question says talk about what came after it. I'm gonna talk about what came during, because this was, a summer-long mistake. During it, I would hold in my emotions, because I didn't want, my employers to think, I cared. I didn't want to get fired, because, I've been fired before, and that does not fit on a resume. But this would all, build up. So I remember one time, this guy named Moby was a dick. he was a grown man who would, make fun of me all the time. And then, I'd be like, that's not cool. He would, laugh, it's a joke. I'm like, Like, and he would blame things on me too. I remember one time, to empty out the coffee machine or whatever it was, mocha latte, you would like jam a little plastic cup under the little nozzle to keep it running while like no one was looking at it, and like put it into this thing. And I didn't know they were doing it. It was like my first few weeks. And I was like helping a customer, and I turned and I saw like coffee like spilling everywhere. I went, Moby, like the thing you did is like over flooding. He said, why didn't you stop it? You were supposed to stop it. I'm like, first of all, you didn't tell me to. Second of all, I didn't know what was happening. Third of all, I was busy. Fourth of all, I didn't know how to stop it. So why are you putting this on me? And like, you were supposed to be watching a lot. But like, he would do things like that. And all summer, I didn't say anything until like my last few weeks. I'm like, whatever. And we got into an altercation. He was trying to give a customer a pack of Cinnabons in exchange for like a burrito, because he worked at Chipotle. And I was like, there were security cameras, so I was so angry. I'm gonna go over there because I don't want to be a part of this. And he like got so mad at me. Like, he was like, that was so disrespectful. That was so rude. And I'm like I came back and like put the buns in front of him. Like, I didn't say anything. I was like, have a nice day. Like, okay, I know I was rude. That wasn't the mistake. The mistake was that I let it get to the point where I was so visibly irritated and angry with him. Like, I could have said something so long before. Like, I just like bottled everything up, and I let myself be taken advantage of like that, and like pushed around, like to the point where it became a bigger problem. I want my relationship with mistakes to be that I learn from them, obviously. But I think now they're a thing I just like run away from. Like if I made a mistake a week ago, you won't hear me making a peep about it now. I was like, I failed a test, like, don't talk about that. But like I want to be able to just like, oh, I failed a test, I should study more next time. And like help people, like, oh yeah, I failed it because I didn't do this. Like, I don't know. Like, okay, that's a bad example, because like, if you want to talk about failing tests, come my way. I failed many a test. But I don't want to hide from my mistakes. I don't want to hide from the fact that I was like completely pushed around all summer. Like, if anything, I feel like that's more shameful for Cinnabon. But I don't know. I'm just really